Hello and welcome to the English Box. Today we're going to talk about phrasal verbs with the verb to come. So let's look at the first 6 phrasal verbs we have here. We have to come across, to come along, to come by, and to come down with. To come across has 2 different meanings. The first meaning is to find or discover something by chance or by coincidence. So for example, the explorers came across some ancient ruins. This means they weren't necessarily looking for these ruins, but they found them, they came across them by chance. To come across, the second meaning is to give the impression of, or to have the appearance of something. So for example, he comes across as a little strange at first. So when you first meet this person, he seems or appears a little bit weird, a little bit strange. Moving on to come along. To come along with means to accompany. For example, are you coming along with me later? Means are you going to accompany me later? Are you going to come with me later? To a concert, for example, or to a restaurant, to the cinema, are you going to come along? It can also mean, however, to progress. For example, the cake is coming along nicely. The cake is progressing nicely. So you've prepared the cake, you've put the ingredients in a bowl, you've mixed the ingredients, you put it in the oven. You look in the oven after half an hour and you see that the cake has a very nice appearance, it looks very tasty, so you say the cake is coming along nicely. To come by, the same meaning as to drop by or to come over. It means to visit someone at their house. So for example, I'll come by a little later to pick up my books. This means you'll drop by, or you'll come over, you'll come by, and you'll visit me at my house. To come down with something. This means to get ill. For example, I can say, I can't come to work because I have come down with the flu, for example. Okay, moving on to the next slide. We can see 5 more phrasal verbs with to come. We have to come to. If someone comes to, it means they regain consciousness. So we use this without an object rather. And if we use the subject and come to, it means that they regain consciousness. So after a blackout, after the person has fainted, they regain consciousness and they wake up. So for example, he fainted but came to a few seconds later. To come up to means to approach someone or something. So he came up to me and asked me what I was doing means I was standing here and he came up to me, he approached me, he walked up to me. To come up with means to think of an idea or to create an idea or plan. So he came up with some really excellent ideas in yesterday's meeting. This means that he thought of some excellent ideas, he created some fantastic ideas or concepts. To come into can mean to inherit. So if you say, I came into lots of money, then it means you inherited lots of money. Just as in the example here, he came into a lot of money when his grandfather died. And our final phrasal verb, to come off. This means to fall off or to break off. The door handle came off when I turned it means I got the door handle in my hand, I turned the door handle and the handle fell off, it broke off. Okay, that comes to the end of our phrasal verbs with the verb to come. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos, then come to Englishbox at www.englishbox.co.uk. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.